Hi everyone, my name is Holly. I'm a psychic medium. Welcome to the channel. Hello everybody, thank you for being here. In one of the comments, someone mentioned, two people mentioned all the different mugs they have with different animals on them, and one lady said she wanted to get an octopus. I found this on Amazon. I thought it was so cool, and on the inside it says, "Seize the day." So I think that's something that that's going to be important. It came up for a reason. All right, so if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so, and think about liking it if you are inclined to do so. Of course, only do what you feel is right. This will be a general reading, and as with general readings, it will not apply to everyone, so just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? I'm going to start with Louise Hayes, because I want Louise Hay, her affirmation deck, Heart Thoughts cards. Louise Hay was the lady that started Hay House, and she has passed, but she passed several years ago, or a number of years ago, and she really had an inspirational life. So anyway, I want to get a vibe and a feel for the reading for today, and I want to, hang on a minute. All right, so I want to get a feel for Mother and Father God, Spirit Guides and Guardians. What is a message that will resonate with the collective? What is a message that will resonate with the collective? Okay, they said that's enough. I'm going to open it up, find one from the middle, but to take this one on the top. I am always safe. I release my emotional attachment to beliefs from the past so that they do not hurt me in the present. I am safe. That is a fantastic affirmation. Okay, now let's open it up to the middle. Okay. I'm going to take both because I don't know which side I'm supposed to take. I feel like it's this one. I treat myself with unconditional love. Man, this is all about the messages we give to ourselves. Okay, and they're going to be even more important because it's almost like there's a rift in the atmosphere and in the energetic field, and things can come in, things can go out. So be careful what you're putting. Be careful what you're putting into the universe, and be careful what you're absorbing into yourself. It's going to stay with you for a little while. Okay, I treat myself with unconditional love. I am a precious being loved by the universe. Yes, you are. As I increase the love I have for myself, so too does the universe. If we are part of the universe and the universe is part of us, then how could it not? If we suffer, it suffers. When we thrive, it thrives. Just checking on Maggie. And the other one was, there is a solution to every problem. Now, this is going to be for another part of the collective. I don't know that it's going to be the collective en masse, but I think it's going to be for a smaller number. There is an ever-ready power that helps me meet and overcome every challenge and crisis in my life. So while some in the collective are moving into that really amazingly high vibration and getting ready to go into their next cycle of life, energetic being in the universe with beautiful, fantastic, some unexpected, but all miraculous changes happening. Some of you are going to struggle, and some of you are struggling. But this is going to be a chance for that struggling to stop, and for your next period of time and cycle to be one where you learn the beauty of who you are and of self-discovery, and that is a wonderful journey. Okay, the Crystal Connections message cards by Adam Barrelay, that's what I'm using now, and when I was talking, the deck actually split apart in my hand, as in it just kind of moved open. And the card that was shown to me is Seraphonite. Seraphonite has come up recently in these readings. So it is a gorgeous stone, and it has what looks like fans or wings of iridescent strands moving through it. All that restricts me falls away as I take flight on a journey of unlimited potential. Now I know why we got that one. All right, so if you want to do a meditation with seraphonite, if you have a piece, if you just want to look at an image of it, you can Google it. It doesn't have to be a big piece. It could be a thought form even, because as with all things are energy, so all you have to do is tap into the energy of it. Shannon Marie, M-A-R-I-E, has a YouTube channel, and she also has books that I really adore. She has a very different kind of way of presenting information about stones and crystals and uses, and so I would highly suggest looking up her channel. She does both videos about the stones, and she is a Reiki master teacher and a gemologist, as well as, she worked in the business world forever. But so she also knows about the chemical makeup of a lot of the stones. She's not a geologist, but a gemologist. But there's still a lot of coursework that goes on in that, and lab work. And she does meditations with just the energy of the crystal. So Shannon Marie. And she's, I really, some of her videos are older, and I just think they're wonderful. Okay, let's get into this. Next, we're going to do Angels and Auras Oracle. And then we're going to get into tarot. All right, so we know seraphonite is the stone ally, and the Heart Thoughts cards suggest that this next cycle we're getting ready to move into, for some of the collective, it will be the work paying off and you coming into an adventurous part of your life that is fulfilling. There will always be, life's a roller coaster in general. There will always be positive and not so positive or even negative moments in everyone's lives. But that's going to be for one group. You've done the work, and now you're going to reap all the benefits from it because you have done the work. There's another part of the collective that the next part of the cycle is going to be the fact that you realize there's a better way because you've been in the soup. You have been in the thick of it. And for you, it's going to be the discovery of healing and the discovery of how wonderful and beautiful you really are on every level. So I am so proud of you for that work. All right. So this top card was the one that jumped out, and the bottom card. Okay. And this one was on the bottom under the next one. Everything's okay. We've already had that one. All right. Now, the one on the top, card 38, Spirit Relationships. And there is a gem right on her third eye and a butterfly on her shoulder. Intuition, connection, signs, and inspiration. Trust your intuition. There was another comment about that. Someone basically said she was right all along. Well, you better believe it. You trust your intuition. Every time, and I'll use myself as an example, anytime I have not listened to my intuition, not followed my own inner knowing, or stayed in a situation too long, or blew off red flags, or accepted what other people told me about, oh, you're just too judgmental. No, I'm not. I was seeing the truth. Period. And some people want to hold you back sometimes because they're jealous, but a lot of times people, and that is the same thing, they don't want to believe that you know things, but you know. So trust that intuition. Okay, blossom and emerge. And ask your guardians and guides for help if you are ever unsure. The next card is Zadkiel, purple, card 12. Destiny, pride, conscience, and forgiveness. Zadkiel is one of my favorite archangels. So look that one up. Zadkiel is holding a timepiece, and the world, one in each hand. This is the time. This is the time of the world is changing. And we can keep up with it, or we can refuse to alter, grow, and change, and as a result, go the way of the dinosaur. Okay? All right. Man, this is good. My nose is really red. Sorry, I'm just noticing random things. All right. I'm kind of wanting to go to the siren song, but I've done that one the last 2 times. This was the one I was initially looking at. So now we're going to try to get into some specific or more specific messages. Again, remember, this is a general reading. But all those preliminary thoughts and feelings are going to come into play into what the tarot has to, as a jumping off point. What Spirit has to say, but what the tarot, in this case, the Pulp Tarot. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, please use these cards. I take the flippers, the one that flips out, or if you tell me to open it, however you tell me to shuffle this, I will do so. So Spirit, what are the messages if there's more than one? What are the messages for the collective? Please use this deck to help me understand. Feed me the information, guide and direct me. Make me an instrument of your service. Thank you. Or make me an instrument of service for Mother and Father God. This one they want me to take out. That was right away. It kind of jutted out to the side and they said, take it. So, the Knight of Pentacles. Look at this fancy schmancy man. It's old school, so there's a cigarette, you know. Breathing is good, people. If you're smoking, try to find a way to stop. The tobacco is not the problem. It's all the chemicals in it, you know. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. Knights of Pentacles tend to be thoughtful, a little slower on the approach, a little more grounded. They're on a walking horse. They're not on a racehorse, okay? And this guy, he's in a fancy schmancy night on the town outfit, going to the opera, the way people used to dress up to go to the opera, and in a big fancy schmancy car. All right, something. So why did this come out by itself first? Someone's leveling up. Someone is about to come into their own. Someone is not going to be a knight for long, but is moving into king status. Now, this could be male or female. Please understand that. It's about the energy of the card. And I will try not to use genders as a result, because it could apply to anyone. Someone is making decisions that will move them from knighthood, a little bit of playtime, a little bit of frivolity, which is always fun and good. We need to keep that. But this is someone who still has that youthful vibrancy, even though in this card, this is a gray-haired man. This is an older man, even though it's a knight. But he's not losing his zest for life or youthfulness, but he's clicking into a mode that he's capable of. He's starting to click into that mode of directed action, thoughtful action, a plan. This is someone who doesn't play around. This is someone who plays around, but doesn't play around when he or she becomes serious about something and makes a decision. So that's interesting. Okay, so that's what we've got to start. Now, Mother, Father, God, guardians, and guides. What? Shuffle again? Okay. Help us to understand. Help me to understand what to say and where is this going and what is this about. Specifically, please help me to understand what area of life, or if there's more than one interpretation, please give me that but all interpretations, please. Someone may be traveling for work, or there's some kind of movement involved with work. I don't understand any more than that. Okay. All right. What is the message? What is this for? But it's not like moving out of state or moving across lines or anything. It's someone is going to get something and come back. Okay. I'm just going to leave it there because it's kind of fuzzy. All right, we have the Magician. I need clarification. What else, please? What else can you help me with? What else can you help me to understand? What are the messages for the collective in this reading, please? What are the messages for the collective in this reading, please? Wow, okay. What are the messages for the collective? I need clarification, please, and I need help to understand. All right, I'm going to put you right there. Wow, I asked for clarification and we're getting it. Okay. Hang on. Because I've got, I thought 2 went down on the ground. I thought 2 went flying out. I only see 1. Hold on. Yeah, I only see 1. Okay. This one went way across. 6 of Cups. Okay. All right, so what did I say? The Knight of Pentacles was moving into King, and we have the King of Pentacles. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right, so okay, so here's what we have. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Magician, King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. That's a whole lot of coins. The Fool, 6 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. Okay. Okay, immediately, just psychically what I'm getting, someone is conflicted and they're not sure what to do or how to handle a situation. And they realize something is slipping away from them, because it's like I see someone trying to pick up sand, but it just goes through their fingers. They realize something is slipping away. They're starting to get a little angsty, a little in their head about it. And the frustration is turning into fear-based anger. And this is a card of someone who is so up in their head and they don't know what to do, that they're not able to, they're not sleeping, they don't know what to do, they're tossing and turning. But as a friend of mine would say, I have a friend who says when she gets overwhelmed by something, she says, I just have to take to the bed for a while. So someone is taking to the bed, so to speak, but it's not helping, okay? And this is not normal sleep, all right? This is something, yeah, this is something where it's, this person, I can feel it. It's like working yourself up to the point that you don't know whether you're coming or going, but then being kind of mad about it. So if it's someone in the collective, be careful what you say, or you may say something a little with a little more harshly than you mean, or you may be grumpy with the people around you. If it's someone you're dealing with, or someone watching this who's connected to someone in our regular viewership, then think before you speak. All right, so we kind of went and jumped way to the end. So what's happening in between here? We've got the knight with the magician, who then becomes the king. And with luck on their side, with the ace, ready to make a new leap into a new way of life, someone's getting ready to move. Someone is moving for a job. Okay, two things here. Two things are going on. So someone is leaving a job. Someone is moving to another area, either for another job or just because they want to. And someone else, I'm starting to see two storylines here. So we've got that one, and that's the one that I feel like, I think both of them are kind of going through this sword issue, though, and wondering what to do about it. They're revisiting the past, but in an unhealthy way, and getting all up in their head about it, and not sure what to do. For one person, they don't want to repeat mistakes. Another person, it's, how could I have changed it to make things different? Okay, let's just pull it apart, because this is a very confusing storyline. Okay, it's a little bit of a confusing reading, because I got two different things running simultaneously. Person one, or reading one, we're going to call it reading one, and I'm just going to go through that one and then do reading two. So reading one, the first reading of this set of cards. Someone is evolving from knighthood into kingship. Strong, independent, forthright, knows who he is, knows what he wants. He is not moving, but he is going somewhere to collect, pick up, or do something that is work related. Maybe it's a temporary position. Maybe it's going, if it's in, and I feel like it's in this country because I see someone going across state lines, or I get the feeling of it. If you're in another country, then it could be going from one city to the next. It's the same thing. But I'm seeing kind of a map with the kind of imaginary lines drawn to designate one city or state from another. So someone is traveling away from home temporarily to get something that will create some change within their business life. I don't understand how or what. And there's someone else involved. It is not a romantic relationship. It is a potential business partnership with someone who lives out of state. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now, and they're trying to manifest this. This person has a lot of irons in the fire, but they think they know which one's going to work the best. This is a very savvy person. It's really, really good at what they do. Really good in the business world and the finance world, but quiet about it. Okay. There is excitement around it. There is a sense of assuredness and success. And I'm hearing these last three cards are not for the first person, the first reading. So the Six of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Swords are not for that person. The first reading, it ends with the Fool. A new start, a new beginning, a new venture. And I feel like there's going to be a shakeup around that person. There's going to be a shakeup, and every single thing is going to change. And I believe there are people that underestimated this person. Again, male or female, doesn't matter. It's all the energy. People underestimated this person and will be very surprised. Okay. But it all is good. There's nothing negative in that. They're not like hurting anyone. They're just making decisions. Okay, now they do want me to use the Siren Song for a clarifying card for reading 1, the one I just talked about. Okay, so for reading 1, a clarifier, please. Because that person's kind of really smart and savvy, and good for them. Okay. And they're dragging someone up from the bottom with them. They're dragging, it's almost like, whether you like it or not, you're coming along too. And it's a young person who doesn't, or if it's not a young person, it feels like an adult who behaves like a young person, and I feel like there's going to be, there's not going to be excuses made, and they're going to have to do the work. Okay, that was okay. All right, so here we go. Give me a clarifier to round out reading 1, please. Give me a clarifier to round out reading 1. Okay, and they said that's it. All right, so we've got, okay. All right, so we have a bouquet. And this is the Lenormand and the Kipper decks, so they are read differently than tarot. So don't worry if there's a coffin and it says endings. It's just sort of like the death card. It could mean closure, so new beginnings could begin. And that's what I feel like, because we start with a bouquet, and then we have the moon, which in tarot means a totally different thing, lies and deceit. In this one, it's not at all. So, or I'm not taking it that way. It's a big, beautiful orb. So bouquet, moon, man, and this one is touching his heart. And there's a coffin with closure or endings. So to round out the reading for the first reading, the first person. The bouquet is a gift. And it feels like this person is receiving the gift of knowledge to come into his or her own and absolutely love their life. Okay? Moon, man touching the heart, and the coffin. The pain and sorrow is ending. This person is getting in touch with him or herself. And it's almost like once that is unleashed, I'm hearing that phrase, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. So once this person comes into their full fruition, all the pain, all the suffering has ended. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I mean, seriously, but in a good way. It's a good thing. I feel like this is a good positive reading, because, wow, that person is definitely a force and has a lot of internal power and strength. All right, so that's reading 1. Reading 2, the second interpretation here. Okay, so we start out with this playful, even though this is an older person, youthful energy, out on the town, got some swagger, you know. Manifesting, wants to be a king, but hasn't quite made it yet. Has been given all the tools and all the wisdom to do it. And is kind of in that fake it till you make it mode. Concerned about the past. Floundering. Thank you. I wasn't sure what word to use. Floundering. And not able to wrap their head around what to do next because they're so up in their head, they really don't know what to do next. Now, this is the one where someone is actually moving, a complete move from one home to the next and completely across state lines, a totally different area, completely different area, just because. Now, they will probably, this person, male or female, there may be a job involved, but I feel like it's more for the move's sake and then figuring it out. Instead of coming into their king position, king or queen position, this person is floundering. They don't know how to identify themselves. It's almost just the opposite of the person in the first reading. They don't know how to identify themselves. They don't know what to do next. They don't know what they want with the rest of their lives. They are truly at a loss. They have opportunity here. If they leave the past behind and move forward, which is they have every opportunity to do. They have the tools they need. But yet again, they're going to get stuck in their head. I don't know that they're going to. All right. Should I use... No. For this one, they want me to use the Light Seers Tarot. Light Seers Tarot. And what are the clarification cards for reading 2 for this individual? What are the clarifying cards for for the second reading and the second individual in this particular reading? What is the outcome for the person in reading 2? Potential outcome. Remember, this is a general reading. They said that's enough. Oh, they're kind of in for it. They're going to go through it. I'm using all my colloquialisms. This person is getting ready to have a tower crumble. They are going to have to completely break every brick of that tower down in order to rebuild it. Could I have one more, please? Because I really don't want to end it on that, which is not a bad thing. It may be necessary. Will this person do it? This card. No? Okay. That card. Maybe, maybe not. Still all up in their head. 5 of Swords. Maybe, maybe not. One more card, and then we're going to wrap this up. And it goes flying down to the floor, of course. All right. Hang on, everybody. Okay. I think they're not going to. I think they're just going to try to run away. So the person in this second reading, one, I just heard they're feeling sorry for themselves. And 2, they're just going to try to escape. Well, That just doesn't work. Otherwise, you can go anywhere in the world you want, but you're still going to be the same person and end up with the same struggles if you don't deal with the problems. You're just going to take the problems with you. All right. Well, I don't like ending on that message, so she's getting longer and longer. So let's go back to our Angels and Auras Oracle, because that's what I feel called to. So, Mother and Father God, Spirit Guides and Guardians, beloved elementals, Protectorate. What is a message that you can help the collective take away today? Or use today as a takeaway to help them see the humor? That is too funny. This one was sticking out and I heard take it. Of course it has dogs. Card 33. 33 is it's a significant number. 33, see the humor. Levity, perspective, wisdom, and playfulness. This is like a new version of the dogs playing poker. How funny is that? Okay, let's do one more because these are just fun. All right. So see the humor, laugh, and have levity. Well, that's a whole big bunch. Okay. Oh, interesting though. Self-respect and worthiness. Card 35. Career transitions. Interesting. Card 17. Both of these cards come to an 8 individually. And numerologically, you distill it down, except for master numbers like 11, 33. So both of these are 8. Abundance. Abundance of emotion and abundance of prosperity of other ways. And this one ends with card 16, distill it down to 7. Blessings in disguise. Trust, revelation, significance, and surprise. So, whatever side, reading 1 or 2, if you resonated with either one, and you may not have resonated with either of them. But if you resonated with one or the other, everything that has happened is in fact a blessing in disguise. This was interesting. I feel kind of badly for the second reading person, but you know what? The opportunity is there to grow and evolve, but apparently they're not taking it. Whereas the person in reading 1, wow, that is, that's a powerhouse of a human being. Okay. All right. So thank you for being here. I'm going to finish my cup of coffee that's probably a little cold now. And I love you all. And thank you so much. And I don't know why my nose is so red. Okay. Be well, and we will talk later. Love to you all.